Welcome to today's Explainer. Get ready, because today we're unpacking a remarkably brief but literally earth-shattering piece of source text. It's incredibly short, yet it asks us to conceptualize an event of an unimaginable scale. Let's get right to it.
Okay, let's dive right into this. What if Earth stopped spinning for 5 seconds? That right there is the absolute entirety of our source text today. Just 8 simple words. Yet the apocalyptic, massive scale of what's being asked here, especially when you compare it to the extreme brevity of the text itself, is absolutely staggering.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The ultimate hypothetical. 2. The subject, our Earth. 3. The action, sudden stop. 4. The duration, 5 seconds. And finally 5. The unanswered what if. All right, let's get started.
Section 1. The ultimate hypothetical. Well, by definition, our source text is presenting us with a pure thought experiment. Since our source material provides only the question, with absolutely zero answers or scientific explanations attached, we're stepping into a realm of pure conceptual imagination. We aren't being handed a textbook of physical laws here. We're being
handed a blank canvas and asked to reason our way through it. Now, what's really interesting is the sheer power of these specific 8 words to spark endless curiosity. They don't spoon-feed you a conclusion, right? Instead, they force your brain to instantly try to fill in the blanks, jumping from the incredible brevity of the text directly into the infinite, catastrophic possibilities of the outcome. Section 2, the subject, our Earth. Our source text explicitly names the planet Earth as the subject, but it does something very clever right out of the gate. By asking what happens if it stops spinning, the text inherently and immediately acknowledges our planet's ongoing monumental state of motion. The prompt forces us to suddenly become self-aware of the fact that right now, we are hurtling through space on a spinning globe. Section 3, the action, sudden stop. So, the crucial point here is the absolute staggering contrast. We're comparing the Earth's normal state, spinning constantly at roughly 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, with the source's newly proposed action, being completely, utterly stopped. It's a contrast between massive kinetic energy and absolute zero. Just think about these 2 specific words isolated from our source. Stopped spinning. Think about the gravity of a sudden halt on a planetary scale. It implies a total, instantaneous interruption of physical reality as we know it. The mind practically reels just trying to process that sudden, complete loss of momentum. Section 4, the duration, 5 seconds. Now, what's really fascinating here is the deceptively small number chosen for an event of such catastrophic magnitude, 5. In our daily lives, 5 seconds is nothing. It's the time it takes to take a single deep breath or glance at your phone. But in the context of this prompt, applying it to a planetary halt, it suddenly feels impossibly long. And this brilliantly illustrates the passage of time during the proposed event. Imagine the Earth suddenly locking into place. Second 1, second 2, second 3, second 4, second 5. Those are 5 agonizing seconds of a hypothetical global pause, stretching out in real-time suspense. So when we look at the exact chronological progression laid out within the 8-word source text, it's actually highly structured. Step 1 is the implied normal spin.
Step 2 is the violent, dramatic stop. Step 3 is enduring those 5 seconds. It's essentially a 3-act play contained elegantly within a single short sentence. Section 5. The unanswered what if.
This is what leaves me in total awe of this particular text. The source provides absolutely no physical conclusions. There are no scientific facts detailing atmospheric momentum, no descriptions of the aftermath, nothing. It is a question completely without an answer.
The prompt flawlessly sets up the parameters. The question is asked, the subject is identified, and the action is stopped. But the outcome? It remains entirely unknown. The text beautifully and deliberately leaves the consequences entirely up to our imagination.
Which brings us right back to the beginning. We've broken down the grammar, the subject, the action, and the timeline. But the source ultimately leaves us standing on the edge of a massive unknown. It forces you to look down at the ground beneath your feet, imagine the invisible spin of the globe suddenly halting, and ask yourself that profound, deeply unsettling question, what if?